Howdy, y'all. Kevin here. You know, it's weird that has become a thing for folks. Some of my buddies have started saying that to me. Kevin here. Some of you don't know who I am. Every once in a while, new people drop by. And besides, it's actually has become a thing. What do I want to talk about tonight? Well, first of all, tonight I'm smoking a Camacho, Connecticut. That's the orange band. I'm generally not much on Camachos, I'll be honest with you. But it was on the top shelf. And it was the first one in front of my face, so I grabbed it. I don't know if you can hear that road's a little noisy tonight. And the other half of the equation, you guys have seen this before, Green River. That's the liquid part of the conversation tonight. Let me get the CB around there so you guys can see that. My youngest son bought me those. I kind of want to talk about our legislative process tonight, and not so much of what the process is, but how it has become corrupted and a political tool over the years. And the reason I say that is because our federal government, the legislative branch, and the members thereof have taken to, and it's not recent, it's been for a while, bringing each other's voting record up because they know people aren't going to look any deeper into it than whether somebody voted for or against a bill, and able to further their political gains and political careers and political agendas. It has been known to happen that they place something called a poison pill in a bill. That rhymed. Haha, funny. In order to make someone vote for or against the bill, even though it will look bad based on what the bill's title is. And I don't really have a concrete example of that, but I could give you a what if. So what if we had let's say a clean air bill, and one of the myriad of amendments that gets attached to that clean air bill, number one, has nothing to do with the clean air bill, has nothing to do with clean air, but basically forces someone into funding something that should never be funded by the United States Congress. Never. And they throw that in there knowing that somebody's going to have to vote against that bill based on that, and then they can come back later and say, well, my opponent voted against clean air. And their opponent never gets to tell you, well, I voted against that bill because of this. Everybody just takes it at face value. Well, that guy voted against this. That guy voted against that. And what's prompting this is I was reading an article about how many people voted against and for the CARE Act. The CARE Act. You can look it up yourself. I'm not going to go into it, because we're talking in generalities here. Our Congress tells us every year how many bills they passed. We passed this many bills, and it's not just bills, because they have bills and they have acts and they have resolutions and they have joint resolutions and they have all of this garbage that has nothing to do with what their job is. 90% of it's not even a law. That's what they're supposed to be doing. And most of it is complete nonsense. Have you ever tried to see a bill passed by the U.S. Congress? Those things are thousands of pages to get the simplest things done. There are pages upon pages of legalese and boilerplate that has nothing to do with writing the bill, because we have become such a society where, well, you know, it says shall there and not will, so, or it says will there and not shall, and da 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 da. That's because we become ridiculous. We have lost our common sense. If something goes to court, they evaluate each individual word instead of the intent of a law. So I can get, just like I can get off a technicality because somebody, well, they put shall there and not will, or will there not shall. So it don't mean I have to. It means I should, but don't mean I have to. We need to get common sense back into our government. I know I'm preaching to the choir here, and we both know it's not going to happen. Someone needs to explain to me, though, how a state legislature can put a 25-page bill together that does everything in the state that a 1,000 or 2,000-page bill does in the U.S. Congress, and the U.S. Congress bill doesn't. Half of the thing is not even related to the subject matter of the bill, but it gets passed through anyway. They fund things. They do all kinds of weird crap on bills. Okay, let's fund this over here on this Clean Water Act. Let's fund a road project in my home state on that. Okay, they don't have anything to do with each other. And funding stuff should go into the budget bill. Shouldn't go into these individual bills, especially if it's not related to the bill. But happens every day. So here's what I would propose. If you got any congressmen or congresswomen or senators or whatever that are buddies, have them listen to this part right here. Okay, you ready? The Clean Bill Act. The intent of this bill is to provide guidelines to streamline bills in the United States Congress. No bill should be written in language that the average high school graduate in the United States could not understand. Yeah, let's write it on that level. Average high school graduate. That'll get your education stuff in line too. Back to the bill. No bill may exceed 250 pages. No bill may have more than 10 amendments attached to it. An amendment may not exceed 50 pages. No member of the House of Representatives or Senate may vote on a bill that they have not read in its entirety. All bills shall be judged and interpreted based on the intent of the bill, not in the letter of the bill. This bill may not be amended. That's it. That's the whole thing. Get that passed, Congress. All right, now on to the meat of the act. Camachos. Camachos are, all of them I've had are a little bitter at the end. Okay? If you like that, that's fine. I have smoked several Camachos. They are not in my top 10 list of, cigars that I would smoke. But would I smoke them again? Yeah, because I've smoked multiple of them. This is a Camacho orange label, which makes it a Connecticut. That's the wrapper. And I would probably smoke one again, but I wouldn't go out of my way to do it. There's my rating. This is the Green River. Let me find the bottle so I can show it to you again. Green River. Now, I would say that I don't really need to rate this one since you guys have seen me do it more than once. Not a bad whiskey. It's kind of smooth. No real bite to it. And yeah, I'd do it again. That's my whole rating system right there. Would I do it again or would I not? That is all. Y'all have a good evening. Hope to see y'all out someplace. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share this video with your friends and all that kind of stuff. Now, I don't know what happened on that last video that I did, the PKS Kephart show and tell, basically. That thing blew up for me. Most of my videos get between 200 and 400 views within the first week or so. That thing is still being viewed and has got almost 1,000 views since Friday. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did right. I don't know what y'all did right. I don't know what happened, but I wish all my videos would do that 1,000 view thing. Other than that, y'all have a good evening. See ya.